NFD hatuwezi kubaki nyuma. Document la asubuhi wenzetu wametusomea, umeona ile recommendation iliyotolewa na ile BBI report ambayo iko mbele yetu. Team ya Senator Haji tena ilipatiwa wakati mwingine ili walete implementation framework, na sisi tuko hapa ili sisi kama watu wa region hii to at least give our proposals, kwa sababu mimi sina kama na marano wahala
Somali. Wacha nizungumze Kiswahili kidogo. Nimesema kwamba mimi sina maneno mingi kwa sababu ile kitu natuleta leo hapa nyinyi yote ni juu ya ripoti iliyoandikwa na BBI, kamati ya watu 14 ambaye mimi ndio alikuwa naongoza kama mwenyekiti. President tena ameweka kwa gazeti ya serikali kurudisha sisi watu 14 kurudi tena kwa wananchi, kwa sababu ile ripoti ya BBI sisi tumeandika, hatukusema ya kwamba ifanywe hivi na vile. Tulisema tu vile Wakenya walivyolalamika na vile walitaka mambo ifanyike. Sasa hii kamati imerudishwa kufanya hilo baada ya kushauriana na wananchi tena, na ndio mnaona kila pahali kuna mkutano kama hizi na marali zinafanywa kama yetu, nafikiri ni Jumapili. Hii kamati sasa kazi yake ni kusema katika mapendekezo hiyo ya BBI gani inatakiwa itekelezwe kwa mujibu wa sheria ya nchi.
In there, I also support regional government. Number 2, security. I do not support the devolving of security. It will lead to clan militias and it will cause us problems, especially in the NFD region. Number 3, affirmative action for the NFD when it comes to development. Roads, sewages, in Wajir we are still using bucket latrines. So for us to survive, we need proper affirmative action. Number 4, Teacher Service Commission. We need the affirmative action which was proposed by Ambassador Amina. And we will be seeing the president soon, as we have been told, and we want that supported so that we are able to survive in our region. I don't support the Independent Health Service Commission because it will cause the same fate as TAC. A dictator will be there and we will be harassed, and all our health staff will go again. They will be employed and they will go. So that will not help us. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Equal distribution of resource in every ward, not only constituencies, every ward. We want to deal with nepotism issues. We want executive prime minister with 2 deputies. The deputy, one of them must be a female. We want the governor to be the governor is a man, then the deputy should be a woman. That is our position. As the women from the northern region, we demand 50-50. 50-50 means 50 men, 50 women. Lastly, regional government. I want to support my colleagues. We want regional government. Every region has its own uniqueness. We from the region of Northeastern, we are unique. We are not the same as Central or Nyanza or Western. And we want devolution to be strengthened. 45% of money should go to the counties. With that, we support BBI. Please, let's come our guest tomorrow. We present our views as
maxaan u dheehayaa TAC say hadda u dhaqani hayso wadan adduunti security county la hoosgeyn karo malaha Somalia, such that we can all read from the same script. I think I will stop at that.
As we champion for expanded executive. In terms of the governance, that is what I will propose. In terms of the Senate should still continue as we to safeguard the interest of devolved government. Anaka devolution 10 billion, 20 billion, 30 billion in this time of devolution. So I will suggest we support devolution to the letter and we increase the allocation to 40%. 40% waxaan u leeyahay dawladdu waxay gashay deyn badan deyntan waa 30 nationalkan ha qaatay less than that. We will support any other endeavor that will give us more seats in the region. We will support. waxaan dhahanay ajaaran ka shaqeey hadda halooqo region way haysana aan reebana waxay kala ziyaadaan inclusion and devolution. That is the only time we can be able to achieve. Devolution may not be good enough, but we want an expanded economic stimulus to improve the economy. This is the new frontier. Energy and
they don't have capacity. If you bring new team, we will leave IEBC the way it is up to the next election. TEC waxaan leeyahay alla devolve education. Last but not the least, we need to have a Marshall Plan for the northern region. The equalization fund, which we hoped will solve our problem, we're having a lot of money which is pending. Even with that, it is not enough. I will say a Marshall Plan for northern region should be introduced. And all the other things on the issue of education and the insecurity problem which we have, we will discuss with the head of the president on Monday. Thank you very much.
Kwanza tuelewe yale inafanyika katika nchi yetu. Nchi yetu ni nchi ya demokrasia. Kuna Wakenya wengi zaidi ya kabila 43, sisi tukiwa moja yao. Kwa hivyo ni sharti tujitambue sisi tukiwa one of the 43 tribes katika nchi yetu tukufu, tuna haki kama Wakenya wengine. Leo hii ama wakati huu sio mara ya kwanza tunafanya mambo ya kurekebisha katiba zetu. Kenya yetu ilipitia sehemu yani phases tofauti. Leo hii sio siasa, leo hii ni constitutional reforms ile inafanywa. Ile inatuhusu kila mtu atapata fursa yake. Kila mtu atapata na kutakuwa na mahali pake mzuri ya kuzungumzia. Kwa hivyo leo hii tuko hapa to collect, synthesize and put into one piece the views of Northern Frontier districts into one piece, and that is why in the afternoon kutakuwa na kikao ya sisi viongozi, taking into account what you have, so that we have one united approach. Ile vitu ambaye hatukubaliane na vile sasa umeona tunatofautiana, tutawachia kila mtu apeleke zake za memoranda. Lakini we want to come out with one village. Kuna vitu tunakubaliana. Kama sasa tuko na shida kubwa sana ya walimu. Iko mtu akubali hapa walimu, shida ya walimu itatuliwe. Waxa golen mijirta. Kudi diba inu waxa somo. Heshisa wakati hore waxa li jiri kwa wagelei
7 million katika Kenya. Na hata hawakusema wa Somali. Walisema Kenyan Somali. Na sijui kama wangesema pia Kenyan Kalenjin, kwa sababu Kalenjin wengine wako Sudan na wako Ethiopia wanaitwa Kalabong. Wangewekwa pia wasemekane kwamba kuna Kenyan Luos, kwa sababu Waluo wako Tanzania pale Mwanza. Hii ni ubaguzi ambayo tunataka, mzee bahati mzuri uko hapa, ambayo tunataka BBI hii ipoteze. Kwa sababu waandike pia wale wa Somali wako Nairobi, ama tuseme wale wako Kisumu, waandike Luo Somalis.
Kikuyus and the Luos and these other people come together and capture power forever, the other communities will come together and they will go to the bush. Simple as that. It's happened in many countries before. So let's use a system that is going to cure this once and for all. Number 2, for the people of northern Kenya, NFD, and other marginalized countries, people like Masai, Turkana, and the rest of them, we need an equalization fund, which is at least, in my opinion, between 5 and 10% of the ordinary revenue, which has to be there for at least 25 years, to cure the historical injustice in which what our friend, who was one of the members, was talking about, the session paper number 10, what he was, yes, that discrimination has got to be cured, and the only way it can be cured is to cure it through this equalization fund. We have a problem in this country that we from this county do not appreciate still, but we will soon come to terms with it. The utilization of the Tana River water. It is a trans-county resource that has got to be shared. You make sure that every county has got its fair share of that water. But the water right now has got the 7 forks, whatever you call them, and all the utilization and the irrigation upstream and downstream. Very soon, whenever people take seriously to agriculture, we'll have a problem of getting sufficient water here. So that water sharing, equity in water sharing for all those people in that basin must be addressed in this particular PBI now. Affirmative action, everybody has talked about it, but I just want to relate one thing. In the 7th Parliament, along with the late Dr. Benay Godana, we pushed very hard for an affirmative action through quota system, through a private member's resolution, a motion that was basically adopted by the House. But the former president, in all appreciation, said that that must be implemented because the people of northern Kenya and the people from marginal areas were not having their fair share in education. One case happened. Boyit, who was the director of Kenya Medical Training Colleges, told me, I'm going to implement this project. Give me a moment. We have a closure to the human rights violations that happen in our region. Our people will always remember Wagala massacre. They will always remember Bulakartas. They will always remember Malkamari. BBI should address this thing. Compensation should be made to the families, and let's bring a closure to it. And the government, at no level other than the president himself, must admit mistakes were done by the government and apologize to the people who were affected in that. So with those, I would have, the rest of it, I'm sure there are going to be other venues for it. I rest my case. Thank you.
Number one, on ethnic antagonism and competition. We want 1 kilometer, 1 vote, 1 shilling. That is our mantra for the pastoralist communities. Because there is a lot of emphasis on population. If you want to distribute resources, you cannot leave out the land size. Land is a factor of production. Kenya is composed of land and people. Therefore, don't concentrate only on the people, you also make a consideration on the land size. On boundaries, there are more than 21 counties in this country that have boundary issues. That boundary issues, we support the proposal by the BBI that a commission should be formed to resolve those issues.